What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to break down everything I'm doing to get in my best shape ever for this summer. I've laid out the 6 key principles I want to go over so you'll get a better understanding of everything I can possibly do to get in my best shape. Okay, so starting off with diet. You can see there's 3 different numbers here. What these represent are my calories. So at this green one, this is what I'm starting at. Right now I'm on 2,600 calories. And I'm going to stay at that level of calories until I hit a weight loss plateau and I can't lose any more weight. When that happens, I'm dropping to this blue level, which is 2,400 calories. So when you are in a weight loss stage and you're losing weight, your maintenance calories decreases. So you're going to have to increase the deficit. So let's say I drop from 220 pounds to 210. Then my maintenance calories is going to drop from, let's say, 2,900 to 2,800. So I'm going to have to keep increasing the deficit if I want to see continuous weight loss. And then the lowest I'm going to go after I hit another plateau with the 2,400 calories is going to be 2,200 calories, which is going to be tough. I've gone down to 2,100 calories before and I was very hungry, but I think I'll be able to do 2,200 and be okay. But you know, that's at the late stages, maybe for the last month. You could probably think of it as like that's month 1, 2, and 3. Doesn't always go as planned like that, but similar. The main thing about the diet, calorie deficit. You're not going to lose weight unless you're in a calorie deficit. Like, if someone doesn't mention that and they're your trainer, they have no idea what they're talking about. If they don't mention anything about energy balance in terms of weight gain and weight loss, they have no fucking idea what they're doing. It's just blunt, but it's true. So make sure you watch for that and know that when you're trying to lose weight. Next, my training. So what I'm going to be doing is following a push-pull leg split. So I hit push-pull legs, take a rest day, and then push-pull legs. The whole goal of your training on a cut is to maintain your strength. You're not going to be making PRs and getting super strong when you're losing body fat and losing weight in general, because weight moves weight. You've probably heard that saying. The heavier you are, most likely you're going to be able to push more weight. Like fat guys, they could just hop on the bench press and bench more weight than someone who's been training for 4 years and skinny. Anyway, so the whole goal, maintain your strength. If you maintain your strength, you're most likely going to maintain your muscle. So write down what you're getting right now for your lifts and try and hit those at the end of your cut. And if you did, that's what you would call a successful cut, and you probably lost minimal muscle. So for lifestyle, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be ensuring I'm sleeping 7 to 9 hours a night. So there's been multiple studies showing that sleep-deprived people in a fat loss stage or in a calorie deficit lose more muscle than those who are well-rested and get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. So I'm going to make sure that is a priority. It's super underrated in the whole fitness industry, so priority for me. I'm going to manage my stress best I can. I'm pretty good with that. I'm getting a lot better at it. I don't let little things stress me out, but this can have a big effect on losing fat or muscle. So lots of studies between this. If you don't have these optimized, you could be risking losing more muscle than you are losing fat. Drinking and partying. This is going to be, I'd say, limited when my calories get down to these 2 stages. Right now, I could go out and have a few drinks, but the whole thing, like, it's going to take up more calories. You have to track your alcohol, and it's going to take up calories in there. So do I want the trade-off between alcohol and food? That's the decision you have to make. It's so doable. You can still go out and have a good time without alcohol. For me personally, I don't need alcohol to have a good time. So this will probably be limited, but I'm still going to have a good time no matter what. Eating out, probably going to be a 0. Like, that shit's so hard to track. For me personally, I don't like to be unsure of the calories and macros in my food. There are some good places where you can eat out and they help you track it, like Chipotle and Subway. Like, they have online trackers, and some restaurants offer online menus that you can look at before you go, so you have a good idea of what you're eating. Like, that's not completely avoidable. Like, let's say I'm going out with my parents for a dinner, I'm gonna have to have a rough estimate, and that's why tracking for a few weeks gives you an idea of how many calories are in certain food types. And time management, like, there's no way I'm skipping workouts or skipping my cardio. This whole thing is a priority in me, and you have to make it a priority if you want to see long-term progress. And that's why a lot of people don't make progress, because it's not a priority to them. So I'm managing my time very well. I'm pretty busy with university, but you know, I can manage this very easily. Anyone can. No excuses, guys. All right, so next, my macros. Let's get this straight. Your macros are your calories. These are like linked. So, you know, don't confuse yourself. If you add these three things up, they will equal that. Let me show you. So, there's 4 calories per gram of protein, 9 calories per gram of fat, and 4 calories per gram of carb. So 260 times 4, 72 times 9, 228 times 4, you're gonna get 2,600 calories. And I like to track my macros so I know the perfect breakdown of each macronutrient, because all of them are essential except carbs if you want to go on keto, but that's bullshit. You know, I'm getting in a shit ton of protein right now. I'm around 215 pounds, and this is quite a bit, but I'm just experimenting with it to see if I stay more full and satiated, because protein is the most satiating macronutrient. My fat, I'm probably not going to touch because it has a lot of hormonal functions and is necessary if you want to function at optimal capacity. Carbs, so I'm going to start at 260 grams of carbs, but all I'm doing here with these arrows is I'm dropping them by 50 grams, and 50 grams of carbs is 200 calories. So you see how I'm dropping by 200 calories each step here, and I'm dropping by 50 carbs, which is 200 calories. So it equals out, they're super linked, and that's my breakdown for my macros. Going on to cardio. There's 2 main cardio methods people like to use: low intensity steady state, or LISS, and that's just like, think of walking on the treadmill for half an hour at a, you know, steady pace. You're not like dying, you got a little sweat going, or walking on the Stairmaster. You can think of it like that. And other people like to do HIIT, which is high intensity interval training. So that's like you're on a treadmill, you're going super hard all out for 30 seconds, and then you rest for 30 seconds and repeat for whatever amount of time. I prefer to do LISS because you can measure it a lot easier. Like, let's say you go on the Stairmaster, you set it at level 8, and you know, you do that for 30 minutes. You can repeat that every single time, and you know you're probably burning around the same amount of calories. But for HIIT, I feel like it's more variable. Like, you don't really know if you're going full out every single time. Your energy level varies. So if you're doing LISS, it's more easy to measure. Nothing wrong with HIIT. All they do is burn calories a different way. That's it. You know, this isn't going to magically make me lose fat, but it is going to help me increase my calorie deficit. So that's the whole goal, to lose fat, get into calorie deficit, and it's going to help me create a bigger calorie deficit. Okay, so here is NEAT. NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is like walking or fidgeting. I'm going to try and increase my NEAT because that's going to help me increase my calories burned throughout the day. So I'm going to do some more walking, just randomly, I don't know, walk to the grocery store more, or stuff like that. Little things you can add in that aren't really super, you know, energy expenditure heavy, but they do burn calories and they do add up over the day. So I'm going to try and increase my NEAT. For my cardio, I'm starting with 1 session a week. Probably going to add that in my 3rd week of cutting. Right now, I'm in my 2nd day. So my 1st week, I'm not going to do cardio. 2nd week, not going to do cardio. I'm going to go 3rd week, no cardio, and then add it in my 4th week, actually, and do 1 session per week for maybe two weeks. And then I'm going to bump that up to 3. And then when I'm closer to being finished, I'm going to bump that up to 5. So that's all that's going to do is increase the amount of calories I'm burning over the week and help me create a larger caloric deficit, because my weight's going down, so I'm going to need to burn more calories if I want to be in a bigger deficit. Okay, so for my routine, stay consistent. Like, I'm going to be consistent. I'm not missing a day unless, you know, it's super serious, of course. But, you know, you have to stay consistent if you want to see long-term progress. I'm weighing myself every single day. I'm tracking all my food. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts. It's happening. I'm doing it for the next 90 days or so. And that's the only way you're going to see progress. If you do this for a week and then slack off for a week or a whole weekend and eat like 8 pizzas or whatever you're doing, you're not going to make any progress. You're going to ruin your progress. So be consistent and, you know, keep going, because I'm doing this with you. If you want to do this with me, let me know, and, you know, I'll get you hooked up on a plan and put you in the right direction. Anyway, so your routine forms habit. So once you get into the habit of tracking your food every single day, like, you're probably gonna think it's annoying at the start, but let's say you do it for a couple weeks, like, you're just gonna get used to it. It's part of your life and it's a habit. So just get through that initial stage of, fuck, I don't wanna do this, but you're gonna see it's gonna pay off. You're gonna see some results and you're gonna get addicted. So, you know, make sure you're doing it every day, be consistent, and you're gonna love it. Also, yes, tracking. So I'm tracking my food every single day. Like, I want to know exactly how many calories and what my macros are every single day. Like, there's no way around it. I know not a lot of people want to track. They think it's annoying, a waste of time, but it's the only way you're gonna know how many calories you're eating and the proper macronutrient breakdown. So there's kind of no way around it if you want to be optimal and losing fat. If you track for a few weeks, and you're gonna get a really good sense of your caloric intake and how many calories are in this food versus this food. But still, like, you could have a scoop of peanut butter and you think it's 15 grams, but it's actually 40, and like the difference is so small, but that's a shit ton of calories. So may as well just track. You're gonna get in the habit of it and it's gonna be fun. You're gonna make a game out of it. Like, I just look at my MyFitnessPal, see what I can fit into my macros every single day. So, you know, maybe you'll do the same. And goal setting. So I'm gonna set like weekly goals, weekly weight goals I wanna hit. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. My entire game plan to get in the best shape of my life. I hope you guys gained so much value from that. You know, you can apply a lot of these principles to your own personal fitness journey and your cutting journey. So use them wisely. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, like and subscribe for free value. I'm gonna be answering every single DM, every comment. You need a free program, I'm your guy. I'm just giving it out for free, guys. There's so much bullshit out there, so I wanna clear it up. Whatever you need, let me know.